Okay, so before I start the video proper, I have to say that I knew this was going to happen, and I've said this last week, I said this the first time we heard the ED. Every time Lost in Paradise hits, it's always at a moment where I'm like, oh, and then Lost in Paradise, and I'm just vibing, and I'm like, damn it, I shouldn't be vibing right now. I should be concerned, and yet I must vibe. Anyway, hey, welcome back. Yes, indeed, welcome back to the channel. Welcome back to our weekly Jujutsu Kaisen discussion video. Today we're talking all about episode 4, Cursed Womb Must Die. But before we get into it, quick reminder, if you haven't done so yet, hit that subscribe button, ring that bell, and set notifications to all. Let all of AniTube know that you're here. And with that said, what do you say we go ahead and jump into this week's episode? Oh, shoot. Okay, so Kaisen has been on the radar for a while. Like, we all knew that it was going to be exciting, especially after episode 1, right? And going into this whole, like prison arc, I was like, I wonder what's going to happen, because it started by saying that somebody doesn't make it, right? Like, one of the 3 doesn't make it, so who's it going to be? There's no shot, there's no shot that any of them are probably going to die, right? Like, I had assumed, like, there's no way. And then the episode starts, and I was like, oh, crap, one of them might die. Yeah, one of the gang might bite it. And I really don't know who. There's a moment, right, where, like, we see, like, I don't know who it's gonna be. I really don't. I like, my best guess is it's gonna be either, I don't know. I'm still leaning towards Itadori's gonna be in a situation where he dies for like a few seconds and then gets brought back. Like, that's what I'm assuming is gonna happen. Another part of me is like, they're really setting it up like Fushiguro could go out. Like, the way that they set up like him and like the way that they set up him and Itadori arguing in the beginning of the episode, because Itadori wants to save all the convicts, right? Like, who are in the prison. And Fushiguro says, I had no intention of dying to save somebody like that. Who I never was actually trying to save. Like, that's not what we're here to do. And Itadori obviously is taken aback by that, and he's like, then why'd you save me, right? Like, if you're only saving people worth a damn, why save me, right? And Fushiguro's obviously taken aback, and we see throughout the episode how the two are already starting to form this kinship. And it could be that they're setting up some death flags for Fushiguro. I don't think so, only because, like, he's in the OP, he's in the ED. We haven't even met the other dude who hangs out with them yet. Like, there's a bunch of people from the OP who haven't even shown up yet. So I just feel like it's way too soon to kill a character off. But maybe that's why you kill a character off. I don't know. But I don't think, I'm leaning towards one of them might die for a few seconds and then come back. Like, you know, like situations where like a character is technically dead on the slab for a few seconds and then the person gets brought back. We've seen a lot of, like, not even just anime, but like shows in general pull that kind of thing off. But at the same time, this episode was so insane, and Kaisen has always been sort of like unhinged to an extent that I really don't know. I really don't know. And that unsuredness has me excited. Like, I like that I don't know where this is going. Especially when Itadori, like, volunteers to stay behind. Like, the way it happens is Itadori and Fushiguro are face to face with the special grade, right? They're like, oh crap, there's the curse. And Itadori's like, okay, so move, do something. And so he just grabs the dagger and he goes to slice at the thing, but the thing cuts his friggin' hand off. And I was like, okay. I didn't see that one coming at all. So Itadori's like, okay, new plan. You grab Kugisaki and get the hell out of here. And once you're out of here, I'll like give me a signal and I'll switch over to Sukuna. And then I don't even know what. like after that, I'll try to get out. I am not super sure what's gonna happen after that, but yeah, it's the best option for me to fight, like for me to stay, because this thing is clearly toying with us, and it's true, like the curse, which by the way looks so dope looking. Like, look at this curse. This thing is cursed. You know what I mean? Like, it is super cool looking. I love like the 4 eyes and the cool like the fact that he's like a bodybuilder curse. He looks insane. He has like the big grimace. It's crazy looking. But yeah, like he says like, I'm gonna fight this thing, and not even really fight. I'm just gonna try to survive. Basically, Itadori's pulling a Vegeta from Buu Saga, where it's like, listen, man, I'm gonna do my best here to just hold this thing off while you do whatever you gotta do. And then once you're out, let me know. And I'm gonna hope that Sukuna can kill this thing, and then I'm gonna hope that I could just take control back. And it is vicious to watch. Like, this is a unholy beatdown that Itadori suffers. And it's gnarly, man. Like, and it's shockingly enough, as this is happening, they actually humanize Itadori in a big way. Because as Itadori is getting the ever-living hell knocked out of him by this curse, he has this moment where, it's the moment we see in the OP where it looks like he's holding something back, and it's this moment, like, where he's holding back this, like, big blast of pure curse, like, pure curse energy. He's, like, trying to push it back, and you see, like, the tips of his fingers, like, melting off, and you're like, ugh. And so as this is happening, Itadori's like, I wish I wasn't here. And it's like, wait, what? And he says like, I just want to run. I don't want to die here. This is not what I wanted. I was wrong. Like, this whole time I thought I would be able to choose when I was going to die, and I can't. I'm weak. I'm going to die here, and I don't want to die here. Like, I just want to run away. I just got to run. I just got to run. And it's like, whoa. Like they make Itadori human in that moment, because he's like, that's what any of us would do. You know, like, any of us would be like, we can all talk a big game, but the moment you're in that situation, your brain is in fight or flight mode, and when you know you can't fight, what does your brain do? Tells you to get the hell out of there. So of course he's like, I gotta run. Like, I just have to get out. But he knows that he can't, and he feels weak, and he feels that. And it's funny because it echoes the principle from earlier in the previous episode, saying like, there's no Kaisen, like there's no sorcerer who dies without regrets, right? And it's like, damn. And you see Itadori say like, okay, then feel that hate, fear, and regret, and let it all loose and into your fist. And he like clenches what's left of his fist, and he just charges forward in a really cool punch, animated by Hideaki Abe, who's done some work for Kekkai Sensen and My Hero Academia. I wish I could credit all the animators, but unfortunately Abe is the only one who is credited currently on Sakugaboru, which is a site you use for Sakuga. If you've never heard of Sakugaboru, I'm shocked, but you know, Sakugaboru, check it out, it's cool. He's the only one credited so far, so I wanted to give Abe some praise, because yes, this punch is dope, but no, it's not enough. And the curse just kind of smirks at him, and then he hears the howl of Fushiguro's dog and just gives in and just lets Sukuna take over. And you want to talk about a smug anime villain. Oh my god, Sukuna to the quote-unquote rescue. Yeah, this was like, this man be smug as hell. Like, the instant he tags in, this man's first thing that he thinks of, he's like, okay, start of the plan. What can I do that can put Itadori in a bad place? Like, while I'm here, how can I get back at this kid? And he literally thinks like, okay, well, here's what I can do. If I go after Fushiguro right away, then the kid is just gonna switch with me. But if I bring the curse with me, and I'm like, what an asshole. Like, he's literally like, if I bring the curse with me, then Fushiguro and Itadori are in a bad place. So then, even if he does switch, they still have the curse to deal with. So this is gonna be great. And he just tells the curse like, okay, come on, like let's go kill some kids. And it's like, Jesus. And clearly the curse is like not aware what's happening. So the curse attacks, and when it attacks Sukuna, I almost said Itadori. When it attacks Sukuna, reaches up and blocks, and heals the hand that Itadori lost. He's like, oh shit, I didn't mean to do that. And it really feels accidental. Like, Sukuna, I can't stress enough, Sukuna feels way beyond, like, just way beyond powerful. Like everything that he does in terms of like healing Itadori, it feels like an accident. Like it doesn't actually feel like he's doing it. Like when he waves his finger, like, come on. Like it felt like an accident. It felt like he didn't mean to grow the fingers back. It just felt like he was telling him, come on, and then realized like, oh, I should have just left those because then he would have had no fingers. And then when he grows the hand back, he's like, ah, damn it. Like it actually felt like a damn accident. And he, as I said, man, like he's next level. Like as the curse was toying with Fushiguro and Itadori, so too does Sukuna toy with the curse. Like admittedly, like it's kind of cool, right? Like he tells the curse like, come on, you can try harder. You can do better than that. Come on, like let's try a little harder. And as he's telling him that, he's like ripped his arm off. Right? And he's sitting on a piece of falling debris and talking and smiling and like laughing the whole time. And he does this like crazy like malevolent shrine, like bringing this like weird like domain expansion, malevolent shrine. And it's like this crazy like shrine thing, and somehow it like cuts the curse into pieces. It's a lot. Like, it's gnarly. And I love that he says, like, you know that me and you are labeled as special, like, special grades? You know that? Me and you? Man, that's crazy. You could tell Sukuna's like, we're not even in the same, like, realm of being. Like, you don't even touch what I can do. I can't believe we're the same grade. Like, they just have a special grade, and they throw the rest of us in there. Like, you know what I mean? Like, you could tell Sukuna's like, this is ridiculous. Like, you don't, like, just the difference in power. And keep in mind, he's not even fully powered up yet. Like, it's just crazy to me. Like, it's insane. And what concerns me is the end of the episode. Because Sukuna just kills the thing, you know, just kills the curse. And he's like, ooh, one of my fingers, cool. And he, like, takes it, right? And he goes, all right, kid, like, it's over. Just swap. I hate this. This sucks. And nothing happens. And he's like, oh, right? Like, Sukuna's like, okay. Like, either he's dead, either Itadori died, which I doubt, or his subconscious is just unconscious, right? Like, Itadori's just unconscious, so he can't grab control of the wheel, which means Sukuna's like, cool, I'm gonna kill your friends, right? He's like, cool. This is not, like, when they swap places, this isn't like, you know, like, oh, help me beat up the bad guys. Oh, but I don't trust you. It's like, no, Sukuna's evil. Like, he is totally evil. And so he's like, oh no, I am going to kill your friends. When you can't just tag me in when it suits you. Like, I am going to hurt you and your friends and everybody you care about and then the world, and it's gonna be on you. And just as I'm having that, like, oh my god, this is terrible, lost in paradise, I'm like, dang it, now I must vibe. And the ending too. Like they've done that little like ending thing where they have like a gag scene at the end, which is like, okay, thanks, because I needed the calm me down, but like, damn, I don't know what the hell's gonna happen next week. We see in the PV, Fushiguro going toe-to-toe with Sukuna, which is like, can he even go toe-to-toe with Sukuna? I don't know. Maybe Fushiguro is the one who's gonna die. I don't know. I'm nervous, is what I'm trying to say. Well, with that said, everybody, that is gonna wrap up today's video here, so I hope you enjoyed. If you did, don't forget to boop that up snoot, share if you care, leave a comment down below, and of course, as always, hit that subscribe button and ring that bell. Let all of AniTube know that you're here. And before we go, I have to give a big thank you to the good folks in the T Squadron. Look at these beautiful people. Look at all these beautiful names, and hey, if you would like to join these beautiful people, there are 2 ways to do so. The first is by hitting that Patreon link in the description, and the second is by hitting that join button right beside the sub button. That gets you a badge next to your name, some emotes to spam in the comments, and of course your name scrolling past the screen. So if that sounds cool to you, go ahead and check out that join button, or hit that or hit that link in the description. Check out the Patreon page. Either way, it is super appreciated. And so with that said, everybody, that is gonna wrap up today's video here. I am incredibly nervous, but I will have to hold on to that nervous energy until next time. So until then, you stay classy, AniTube, and wash your dang hands.